As you can see, not all children get to spend this time playing. Surprisingly, even after 3 months of lockdown, we've still been able to get everything we've needed in the way of supplies. Stores and manufacturers are able to make deliveries, and the government has even distributed rice a couple of times for most of the people. There's only so much the government of a developing nation can do, and I've seen many of the laws put into place to help people here in Nepal. The Nepali government is following the UN guidelines also for opening the country. Not everyone has been completely without work. Construction has continued, with trucks full of rocks and bricks, with day laborers picking up as much work as they can before beginning their long trek back home. As people have lost their jobs in countries like India, they have been coming home any way they can. Someone told me there were 900,000 Nepali coming home that have been stuck at the border. They have no job and no money. Fortunately, at least after they enter Nepal, people will feed them along the way. People are able to sleep at temples and open buildings called patis, not to make light of their plight. Once they're in their village, they will be quarantined at the local school or a cowshed and presumably be fed by their families. It's ironic that these are similar, if not the actual sheds that women were kept in during their monthly or mensa. Fortunately, there are laws forbidding this practice of chowpatty now. The government has been opening things up, and they're even allowing people to go outside throughout the day. Private vehicles are allowed to be driven on an even odd day basis, but only if they have a good reason. This is the Australian Embassy. If you're a fan of graffiti, you'll find some wonderful examples in Kathmandu. Taxis and buses haven't started back yet, but you can still catch a taxi if you're lucky. With no buses and few taxis who would dare to take a fare, we walked too far and I really needed to hydrate and take a little rest. It's been one hot day and the next day cool, and this was the hot day. Anyway, we stopped by this restaurant with outside seating, so we had a cup of iced coffee. The Zen restaurant was quite nicely decorated and looked very clean. This is one restaurant we'll go back to when things are back to normal. The address is in the description in case you find yourself in this area of Kathmandu. Airplanes are domestic only for the most part, except for airplanes leaving for places like Dubai and then on to Europe and other parts of Asia, Australia, and the Americas. To look on the bright side, I've seen a change in the minds and hearts of the Nepali. Everyone seems to be wearing a mask these days and sanitizing their hands. My hope is that they integrate these practices into the long term and stop sharing cigarettes as well. No one seems to be mentioning that, and we shouldn't share cigarettes with someone you wouldn't want to kiss. These motorcycles have most likely been confiscated due to riding with two people or riding on the wrong even odd day. As soon as we heard the lockdown was being loosened, we took a shopping day. We found ourselves at New Road and Indra Chowk areas, which are near Kathmandu's Darbar Square, so we took a walk to that famous UNESCO site, which still had the ticket office closed. We had a great time, but few restaurants were open. I think the lockdown is over. We're really happy to be in Kathmandu. Back to the smelly pollution and the loud horns and people just about everywhere. Not so much, but I'm having a good time. It's very nice. Went for a walk to Pasupadinath. The temple area was almost deserted, and even the body being cremated that day didn't seem to have many family members there. Notice that we are not including footage of that. It is inappropriate to take photos or videos of deceased people. So, what about Nepal? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.